and welcome to another video from Oscar Cooper. I hope you're all doing well. What the hell is this, man? Remilore? What is this anime weeaboo shite you've put on your channel? Bear with me, alright? Just bear with me a minute. Let me just explain this one. This is a couch co-op game. It's very new. Came out on the 26th. Available on the Switch and Xbox and PlayStation 4 on the PSN network, and yeah, I had a friend round. It boasts couch co-op. I didn't know this, actually. I was interested in it from footage because I wanted it on my Switch, and then I found out it was on the PlayStation 4, and then I found out it was couch co-op, so it's pretty cool. Anyway, top down, symmetric. You don't start with the hammer all the time. You actually, it has a roguelike aspect to it, where you get given the weapon that you open up each playthrough. It's really clever, and I sort of build this game as Diablo meets Borderlands, right? That my friends say that that's a little bit ambitious, but what it does give you is damage numbers, a really awesome melee combat technique, and some specials, some abilities. I'll go into explaining them in a bit more detail in a second, but we had a great time with this. This is actually a very, very good little game. So controls wise, you've got a dash and you've got a horizontal and vertical attack, triangle and circle, and you have a special on square, and the special slots out depending on what weapon you have open. And it's interesting, there's a time slowdown, there's like a bullet hell thing that you fire out. They're all really quite detailed in their effects. There's an ice as well, and the enemies are actually quite unforgiving. The game appears to be a cute little game, but it's actually quite a deep action RPG, as you can see scored on each level, etc. At the end of each level, and this is where the Borderlands stuff comes in for me, is that you get, there's just a huge amount of really crazy weapons. There's like lollipops, there's like broomsticks, there's a cricket bat going here, and you'll be able to see now that the moveset changes completely because we're now single-handed weapons, and so it sort of changes up straight away. We're quicker, damage numbers are different. You have combos, which is like triangle 3 times and then a circle. You guys are all familiar with this stuff, but we also have a different special. I have like a pack-a-punch thing going on, and my friend's got a freeze. It was really good, and the game actually runs very well. When I say little game, this game isn't even a gig. That's quite a big one to take on board. It's not even a gig, but we do get boss fights as well, intermediate boss fights and big boss fights at the end. So back to its action RPG elements, you can also increase the damage on this book that you're carrying around with you that has the magic that you saw me casting there earlier. And of course you can upgrade your one-handed and sword mastery, and there's a load of stuff in the background here going on. This is a very deep, it's almost JRPG level of upgrades and point spending, and the points are the confectionery that you're picking up. It's just weird, I know it's weird. If you're really not a fan of this genre, and you're thinking, fucking hell, Coop, what are you showing me? Then ignore it. But I think I've got a few people that watch the channel that have maybe partners and who just don't like, you know, having these crazy first-person shooter games. They like to sort of chill, relax, open stuff up, have a bit of action mixed in with some really deep RPG mechanics. And I found it here with Remilore. It's really great. And of course, it's a big sleeper hit as well. No one's really talking about this game. I think I'd love to own it on the Switch. It's a game that would work very well on a portable level, and I love the idea of getting scored on each level, and its roguelike elements. So it's the health, right, is dropped intermediately through the levels. Like, you can't just take health and upgrade. You have to buy it at the end of each level, or there's a random drop from an enemy. So it gets really hard, and you can use that dodge mechanic to your advantage massively. Like, all the enemies telegraph their attacks, you get round the back of them, and you do more damage if you're attacking them from the back. This game's got a lot to give, and I'm so impressed that it's actually 2-player, and legitimately 2-player as well. It doesn't skimp on any content at all. It gives you everything that you have in the one-player game, and that's great. We don't get that enough, I don't think. Often two-player modes are a bit half-assed, stuff gets missed out, and the screen works well. I was interested to see what happens if you try and go to the edge. It just pans out a bit. It's really just like Diablo. If you sit and play Diablo on the couch co-op level, it's just the same. You get to the edge, etc. One of the things to look out for is that you can't have English language on it. Obviously, as you know, I don't mind that at all. But when you're playing the one player, Jesus Christ, the dialogue doesn't stop. It just, her and this book are just nattering on the whole damn time. For some reason, it's completely quiet on the two player. You don't get any of that. But when you're on the one player, and I played the one player extensively, I got really far actually. There's like a beach level coming up as well that was awesome, and I also got into the boss fights. There was some really massive boss fights. But of course, if you've not prepared, and if you've lost all your health because you've been fucking around on the lead up to the boss fight, you're screwed. You can't fight a boss with a millimeter. It just doesn't happen, and you just can't say, "Oh, give me some help, please." It's clever, it's cool, I like the idea, it's small, it's a cool little indie release. I think it's definitely worth a look if you like some of the stuff you're seeing here. So as always, see you down there, boys.